check this 75 convertible Caprice. It's sitting in the woods, 28 years, y'all. Unmolested. Yeah, baby. We got a roller, baby. We got a roller. Air in the tire, just a little bit. Got both donks in the garage now, man. Whenever we pull the car out the woods, man, we tore that up in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. There it is right there, man. Actually look pretty good. We fixed the switch mechanism. I got the steering column all installed back in here. We got to crank this baby up. This car hadn't been crunk up in 28 years. Put gas in the carburetor, man. Crank it up. All right, here you go. Hey, man, that thing crunk right up. Did you see that, Mr. Jimmy? That thing running like a sewing machine. I was able to get this car running after 28 years. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. If you watching this video, you can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens you. I want to share with y'all today what I had to do to get this car running like a sewing machine, and also what we got to do so that we can take it for our first drive, YouTube. But before we do that, I want to ask you a question. How would you like to know how to do an LS swap in an old school car that run like this? I'm satisfied, YouTube, YouTube. '72 convertible Impala LS3 swap. Looking at maybe almost 600 horsepower. We ain't put it on the dyno yet, YouTube. We did our own wiring. And we show y'all how to do the wiring, YouTube. Step by step. We did our fuel system. We show you how to do the fuel system as well. Step by step, YouTube. Everything you need to know. Now let's swap, baby. Got both donks in the garage now, man. Make sure you watch this video all the way through. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on your notification bell. That way you see all the videos when we post them. And I need for you to drop me a comment in the comment section and say I'm riding with Chevy's R Us, Tone. Let Chevy's R Us help you do your LS swap, YouTube. We a family, man. We gonna do this thing together. Y'all ready? Let's get it, YouTube. YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. This your boy, Tone coming back at y'all one more again, YouTube, with another great video on Chevy's R Us, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. All right, YouTube. Hey, man, we back at this thing, man. I know y'all see the 75 convertible Caprice behind me. Now's that time, YouTube. We got this bad boy running. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but we got this bad boy crunk up and we got it running. The engine had run in 28 years, y'all. Just to give you a little bit of background on this 75 Caprice behind me. We pulled the 75 Caprice out the woods. We got it home. We pulled the steering column out. We fixed the steering column, completely rebuilt it, put the steering column back in the car, and now we got the car to a cranking point. Just because it's at a cranking point don't mean that we stop. It's in the garage, but if it's in my garage, It needs to be able to drive. And so that's what we want to focus on today, YouTube. We want to see if we can get this 75 convertible Caprice to where it runs and drives. So now that it runs, we're going to focus on the driving part. And we're going to do a couple things today. Things that we do. If you got an old school car, or if you get an old school car that has been sitting up for some time or for some years or something like that, and it hasn't run in a long time, what we gonna do today, you may want to consider doing it. We're gonna do a couple things. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this carburetor off and clean the carburetor out. That's the first thing we're gonna do. The second thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the tank and we're gonna clean out the tank, and we also gonna blow the lines out with compressed air. And what that's gonna do, that's gonna get rid of all the rust. It's gonna get rid of all the debris, debris, the garbage, everything that's inside of that fuel tank that ain't supposed to be there. You don't want it getting up to your engine. So we're going to do that, YouTube. That way we can drive the car around, you know, put some gas in it, and we can drive it around. We ain't got to run the engine off a water bottle. Like, let me show y'all what we've been doing. Yeah, so what we've been doing, we bypassed the fuel tank, and we ran the line straight to a bottle of gas and set it underneath the car. So that's what we've been running the car off of. So once we clean that fuel tank out, we can connect that line back up. We can connect that line back to the line on the gas tank and just draw gas from the gas tank, YouTube. So, first thing first, man, let's get this carburetor pulled off, man. I'm just gonna take this breather off at the top, then I'll be right back with y'all, YouTube. All right, YouTube, I got the breather off, and we got all other kind of little lines on here that, you know, they go here and go there. My advice to you is if you are taking off a carburetor, you want to take as many pictures or you want to do a video. In this case, I'm doing a video. I know that these guards go here. I know that this one goes here. And then I know that this guy here goes here, and then this guy goes underneath here, right there. And so what I'm doing, I'm just pinpointing where all the hoses go, because I'm getting ready to take them all off. And if you ain't got video of where all your connections and how everything is connected, then you might be a little short when you go to put the carburetor back on. You ain't gonna know how it goes. Now, first thing first, I'm gonna get this off right here. This little clip looks like it just pulls off here. Then I slide it down. Boom, pop right out. Y'all see that? Right there. Put that in there. Now that comes off like that. And then also, I'm gonna go ahead and just take this spring off right here. Let me put the camera down. I got this spring off. I just took it off of this end right here. And so it's just hanging right here. That's the spring end. This is look like a General Motors Quadrijet 2-barrel carburetor. Yeah, GM. Yeah, General Motors. It's a 2-barrel carburetor. So got that off. Next thing, I'm just gonna pull these hoses off on the other side. So looks like I got one. It goes in the back right here. Got that one off. One right here. Look like I got one more right here. Let me pull that off. YouTube. As y'all can see, look, I got all the vacuum hoses off. Got that one off. Got that one off. We got these two vacuum hoses off. And so now, I'm just gonna take these off, the fuel line and the vacuum line in the back. And actually, I don't think I need to. Yeah, I definitely need to take that one off in the back there. So let me show you this guy right here in the back, right there. And what I got is a flared wrench set, and it slips over the pipe like that. You know, y'all see, it got the slot in it, so that it slips right over the pipe. It'll lock right in right there, YouTube. Y'all see that? So let me go ahead and get these off. And then the only other thing that I got left to take off is this bolt down here at the bottom. And then I got one on the other side. First, I spray a little PB blast on it. Spray a little PB blast up in there. Bit. Put some on the back. Put a little bit more on the front. All right, let me get those off. I'll be back with y'all in a minute, YouTube. I actually had to put the vice grips on that big nut right there to kind of hold it, because it started turning. And so I just hold this with one hand and use this right here to turn it, to loosen it. So that's what I did, YouTube. So let me finish taking this off and be right back. All right, YouTube. I got the carburetor off, and I just got the carburetor cleaner right here. I need a freaking spray. I need a tube. All right, we're just gonna start spraying it out, cleaning it out, man, since we ain't got no tube. All right, YouTube, now that we got it all cleaned out, we didn't take it apart. You know, if we want to refrain from rebuilding it, if we can. So the first step is to make sure it's always clean, man. We get it all the way clean, and we replace all these little vacuum lines. So we're going to go back to the auto parts store and get a couple more vacuum lines, y'all. So let's get this installed back on the car, and we'll go from there, YouTube. All right, YouTube. Just to show y'all what I did, I took this off and just cleaned it out real good with some carburetor cleaner. I also blowed it out with compressed air, and it looks like everything is moving like it's supposed to. And what I also did is I cut the ends off of all these lines, these vacuum hoses, and slipped it back on there because, you know, old, sitting up, dry rotted lines, they don't make a good connection. So if you just cut the end of them off, they still rubbery, they still good. So if you just cut the end of them off, you can reuse them. And so I did that to all my vacuum hoses on here to make sure we don't got no vacuum leak whenever we crank up the engine. But now that we got all the vacuum lines clipped and replaced, we got the carburetor cleaned out and blowed out with compressed air. I'm expecting it to run better. It actually ran extremely good before we did all this, but this stuff needed to be done. The carburetor needed to be cleaned out, and the vacuum hoses needed to be assessed. So as soon as my wife get out here, we're gonna crank this thing up. See what it won't do, y'all. There she go right there. Baby, you wanna do the honors, baby? You wanna stick your hand in there and crank it up? Yeah, just stick your hand in there and
right here.
Yeah, crank it up. Yeah.
It's ready. Did it turn over?
No, not yet. All right, hold on. Let me tighten up the negative cable a little bit. All right, baby, go ahead and crank it up.
Wait, is this a full crank?
Full crank. Hey, yeah, it's a full crank, baby. Y'all heard my wife. She said it is a full crank. Wow. Man, this thing runs so much smoother and so much better. Oh, my God. Hey, you too, man, y'all. Why that thing running like a sewing machine? What's that, baby? Hey, my wife said, good job. Ooh, that thing, my God. The only thing I did was clean the carburetor out, take it off, clean it out real good with carburetor, and I cut the ends of the hoses off and slipped them back on. And it's running out of a water bottle of gas right there. Oh man, look, it's about gone. It's finna run out. Crank back up, honey. Ooh, that thing crank up on the dime. All right, you cut it off.
Yeah, good job.
So now, next, I'm gonna drop the fuel tank, clean out the fuel tank, put the fuel tank back in, and replace this rubber line and replace the rubber line that goes to the gas tank. And that sucker be ready to roll then. Hey man, that sucker run pretty good, man. Hey, that thing run pretty good. So we cleaned the carburetor out and we cut the ends of the vacuum lines off and kind of resealed up everything so no vacuum leak. But that man, I'm really impressed. So our next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna drop that tank down, clean out the tank, and then also replace the rubber fuel line that connects the hard line to the tank, and also that connects the hard line to the carburetor. And hey, we should be ready to ride then. So, and it's got an original 2-barrel carburetor on the car. I know probably some people saying, put your 4-barrel on there. I mean, the car is in all original state. So at this moment, we're going to leave it all original until we start our LS swap. So y'all can look forward to that, man. Look forward to those videos coming up. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Do that for me right now, YouTube. And also turn on your notification bell. That way you'll see all of our videos when we post them. And I need for y'all to drop me a comment and say, look, I'm riding with Chevys R Us, Tone. You too, you too.